How do you be happy? Does anyone even know the answer to that question? If you ask a cheerful, bubbly person how they be so happy and content with everything in life, they'll probably just shrug and say it's in their personality. But happiness is an emotion, a feeling, and this feeling can be adopted in everyday life, and I'll be telling you how to do it. And also, I want to start by saying that every day won't be your happiest day because we have different emotions and moods every single day, right? We feel love, growth, peace, disappointment, anger, etc. But you should try to be grateful every single day and aim for a happy day. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The value you're going to take away from today's video is how to find happiness in your everyday life and not to be the most pessimistic person in the world who keeps complaining about life and cannot see other people happy, which is the real narcissist. So, first of all, the main thing that is responsible for happiness is perspective. Some people who just shrug and say it's in their personality, believe me, they have a great perspective. Perspective, what really is about, you can see a thing in two different ways, right? Let's just say you are in a traffic, right? So a person can be like, oh my god, this sucks, this traffic sucks, and they'll start complaining. The other person might be like, wow, this is a great opportunity to catch up with my friend. This is a great opportunity to look out on those roads, the beautiful nature which I never really looked at. It's a great opportunity to start listening to a podcast, and it's a great opportunity to just start embracing, stillness in my life. And another great example for perspective is the glass half empty, half full theory. It was raving around on the internet, and basically what it is about is that when you ask somebody, you ask them, is this you place a glass which is halfway filled, right? You ask them, is this half empty or is this half full filled, right? So people who will say half filled, they basically have a positive perspective. No matter how bad things are, no matter if the glass is only filled halfway and it's not meeting their requirements, no matter if life isn't going the way they want it to be, no matter if everything is against them, all the odds are against them, and they feel like giving up, they will still have that wonderful perspective that make them look at every single situation in a way that always benefits them and always works in their favor. When you affirm that everything is always working out in my favor, you don't get the thing that always is working out in your favor. As I always say, you get the journey. So here you're getting the perspective that's helping you feel like everything is working out for you. So when somebody says the glass is half empty, they basically have this perspective of negative, right? They have a negative perspective. They think not everything is perfect in life, and every single day is bad for them. They suck, their life sucks, they're not grateful for their lives. Everybody has it so much better. They want to live somebody else's life. So it's the perspective, right? The glass half full, half empty, right? So you have to learn to see the good things in life, right? Every single good thing. Even if a situation, all odds are against you, if you're getting the most hate from the whole internet, you can still take it into your advantage and just have the perspective that maybe it's just time for a comeback, or now the internet knows me. It really is about the perspective, and you'll start laughing at some of the ideas that you're gonna get. And let's just say your friend is late, or you want to meet up with your friend and she's late. So instead of saying that, oh, she sucks, she's not great at timing, blah blah blah, instead you can start thinking about the fact that maybe she might be stuck in traffic. Maybe she wanted to come early, but she just had some very important things to catch up to. Maybe she just got a call from someone who can change her career, and she's totally right to take that call. And obviously don't start expecting that, oh, because that friend is my late, maybe she's just getting me flowers or a gift, and then when she does not show up with the gift, you are disappointed. No, don't expect, but just think of the reasons that, like, learn to see the good in everything. Maybe she's stuck in traffic, maybe she wants to take a call that she needs to, right? And you would do the same. Having a good perspective, the glass half full perspective, is a mindset where, and it is not going to come in one day you're stuck in traffic and you say that, oh wow, this is a great opportunity for me to look around and embrace stillness. Next moment, when you just don't get, your food is not right, your lunch is not amazing, it's bland, you start saying that, oh, my food sucks, right? It's not going to be like that, because every single day, every single moment, you're not going to embrace this positive perspective because you never really had it to this point, right? You never really embraced this positive perspective to this stage. So how can you suddenly, one day you can suddenly, every single moment in your life, every single day in your life, you can start embracing it? You cannot. So it's a journey, right? It will take you time to get you to a point where you're looking at the good things in everything in life, right? Even people, you're starting to learn to look at the good things. Like when you get a friendship breakup, right? Somebody in your life, a friend that you were very close to you, very who was very dear to you, she left you. Maybe she betrayed you, or maybe she just left you randomly. She didn't even give you a good reason for it. It's just the fact what the like how glass half full mindset would be. You will start thinking that it's okay, maybe this friendship didn't align with me, maybe this friendship was not meant to be with me for the person that I am to become. I want to grow into a more better person. Maybe this friendship wasn't to come along with me, but I appreciate the time I had with this person who gave me the love and loyalty and trust and support that I needed. But now that I don't have it, it's totally fine. I'm gonna leave it in the past and move forward. That's what good perspective is about. That's what positive perspective is about. Yes, you broke up with that friend, but it's totally fine, and you accept the fact that maybe that friendship didn't align with you. This is the power of perspective, and it changes every single thing. It changes how you look at situations, it changes how you look at people, and it changes how you feel. And it's amazing. It really is beautiful how perspective can really change how you are feeling in any moment, right? It's amazing if your glass is full, right? It's completely filled to the top, to the brim. But when it is half full, right? When it's half full, or maybe it's completely empty, you can still use perspective to your benefit, and you can still, because you get to decide how you feel. You are the controller of your own life. You can control how you feel in certain moments, right? You can choose to feel and choose. You can control and choose how you want to feel in certain moments. And it really is about perspective. Happiness is really about perspective. In every single moment in your life, when you feel sad or when you feel a certain emotion which you do not want to feel, accept the fact that you're feeling it, and then use perspective to your advantage. You got a bad score on your tests, it's totally fine. It's a learning. Maybe now I'm getting to know how I can improve further, right? It started raining when you really want to go and meet up with your friend. Now you can cozy up and read a book while it's raining, and it's gonna you do not have to turn on any spot. You don't have to look for a rainy Spotify playlist, right? A trip that you were really looking forward to cancelled. Now maybe you can plan up other things. You can plan some things which you're looking forward to from so long, but you didn't get a chance to fulfill them. It certainly might not be the case that you would want to be happy in every single situation. Something in your life, right, caught up with you, and you're crying, right? You have hate inside of you, you've got anger inside of you. Let yourself feel, and don't force yourself to become happy, because you have to feel the emotion and let it all out. Because if you start by you're crying and you're like, no, 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 I want to use perspective to my benefit, and I want to be happy, then that feeling of rage, anger, and emotional crying, sadness, it's going to stay inside of you. And when it stays, it keeps building on. And when you keep filling air into a balloon, if you keep on filling it up, right, it eventually bursts. So use perspective to your advantage, but remember that you will not be happy all the time, right? There might be some emotions, there might be cases where you will not feel that way, but you have to expect every day to be happy, and you have to expect and put out your best efforts into every single day. And another thing that I'd like to talk about is casual magic. This is a term that I discovered a few months back. I discovered it from a YouTuber slash podcaster. What casual magic basically is, it is basically what it says, right? Casual magic. It's finding magic in moments and finding happy moments, finding joy in the everyday mundane moments in your everyday life. Because what we tend to do as humans, we expect happiness from only 1% of the events of our life, like the result day, your birthday, the trip coming up, your wedding day, or whatever it is, the job promotion. We only expect happiness from these kind of best moments. But believe me, every single day is the best moment for you. And this really changes your perspective of finding casual magic in your everyday life. Train your mind. This is a practice. You have to start practicing to find casual magic in your everyday life. And it helps with the perspective point a lot, which is another very, very important point. So it can be as the simplest thing like storing your water, going to a cafe and having the most meaningful conversation with a stranger, complimenting a stranger, receiving a compliment from a stranger, a specific weather, any simple thing that often goes unlooked by people, right? Because beauty is not something that's found in extraordinary thing. Joy is not something that's found in extraordinary, luxurious thing. Joy and beauty is found in the ordinary, everyday, mundane moments. Beauty is what you find in the most simplest of things. Simplicity is beauty. Minimalism is beauty. And you'll only see it that way if you train your mind to look at it that way. Finding casual magic. This is what it is all about, and it really changes your life, believe me. Just having this mindset of knowing that every single minute of your life is so precious, and it's so joyful, right? Because I can choose if I want to make this moment joyful by taking a look around at the simplicity, right? And it really makes you feel grateful. And I'd like to give an example. Like, I personally, like, I live in a country where we have a subtropical climate, so it's hot and humid mostly throughout the year. So it's super hot, super humid, and we just get a few days of gloomy days, right? Rainy days where it's gloomy, the sky is windy, it's all gray, right? And I've seen that people in London, they get these gloomy days almost every day, and sunlight days, they're usually limited, right? So I feel like this is where the beauty is. Like, I have something that I don't really like, but somebody else wants to really have it, and I want something somebody else really doesn't like. So that is why we have to start appreciating the beauty that we're getting to see. I have to start appreciating those sunny hot days, and Londoners have to start appreciating those gray gloomy days, because I want that, right? And you can see beauty in the gray clouds, and at the same time expect the sun to come out and see the sunny days. It's lovely, it really is. And that is what casual magic is about. It's an everyday moment. The sunny days, hot days for me is an everyday moment, but I still like to take in sunlight. I still like to get the pleasure out of it, because I know somebody else out there wants it so much. And then when the gloomy days come, right, which I love that sweater weather, and I embrace it fully. So that is what casual magic is about. Casually, seeing that every moment is magical, and it really is the most loveliest, the most beautiful thing life ever has. Next, do what you love. Okay, what every single week in your life, schedule something that you love, right? Not because somebody else is telling you to. Somebody is telling you to go to a cafe that you really like and meet up with your friend, right? Don't just do it for them. Sometimes just do it for yourself, right? Go out and do the things you love, the hobbies that you want to do. We get caught up in our routine so much, right? Every single day we're working, and then we get back home, and then we work again, we scroll on Instagram, and we don't get time to energize ourselves and fuel ourselves with the happiness that we need, with the joy that we need. So that is why fill in your schedule with the things you love every single week. Make time for it. Time is also a perception, and you can decide how you want to perceive time. You can feel like, oh my god, 2025 is running so fast, I'm not getting time to do anything. But believe me, time is just a perception. So you can feel, and you can decide how you want time to go for you. If you think like, oh, I have all the time in the world, I've got so much time to complete every single thing that I want to do, you will end up getting it done, because time is a perception, and whatever you think will eventually manifest into your life. So first of all, stop saying 2025 is moving so fast. No, it's not. It's just your perception, and you do really have the time to do whatever you want. You just have to find that time, right? You have to perceive how you want to use your time. Just look at your screen time, right? If you feel like it's like 3 to 4 hours, believe me, you do have time. And obviously don't depend on because happiness is a feeling, right? It's a feeling that needs to bring out. And you don't really have to depend on situations and people. Of course not people, let's leave people out of the like the talk. Situation, yes. Because sometimes what happens, like, you really love going to the gym, right? And someday maybe it was raining and your gym day got cancelled. Now we use perspective to our benefit. We want to do what we love, we go out and we do it, that's perfect. But what if we don't get to do it? We use perspective to our advantage, and you start thinking that, okay, I was not able to go to gym, but that means I can have a rest day today. That means I can curl up, have a self-care night, right, and watch Netflix. And I can cook myself a cute little dinner, I can have an everything shower and just relax for the day, relax for the evening. And that's amazing, isn't it? So this way you're not just depending on something to make you happy, right? You are depending on yourself to make you happy, and you depend on perspective, your own perspective, to make you happy. And that's the best thing you can do to yourself. So schedule in like tasks, not even tasks, things that you love in your week. I say every single day, schedule in things that you love every single day. But if it does get difficult for you, at least once or twice a week, it has to be like that. Otherwise, if you're not making yourself happy, you're caught up with work, and you're just like, I just want to work, busy, and then I want to complain, and I want to get irritated by everything. You are responsible for that. Nobody else. Your job isn't responsible for that. Your family isn't responsible for that. Your home, your house, your city isn't responsible for that. You are responsible for your own happiness, because you are in control of your own happiness, right? No, there's no person or no situation who can choose how you want to feel. You can let them. You can hand out that controller of on how you feel, right? You can hand out the controller to somebody else and let them control you, because then you just be like a puppet. But what you really need to do is take the control back, take your power back, and start controlling your own life. Start navigating your own life, right? Take control of it and choose what you want to feel. Don't let anybody else or any situation or any person decide how you want to feel. Your friend broke up with you, totally fine. Okay, and what's the point of being sad right now? I can be happy instead. I can fuel my soul with happiness, right? What's the point of sadness? There's no point. Somebody was mean to me. Okay, they're doing their own harm. I choose to forgive them and let them go, and I choose to be happy today. I choose not to complain over that person and say mean things back to them, because I do not deserve that. I do not deserve to be someone who I clearly do not like. You are in control of your own happiness. When you start depending on other situations or on other people, start expecting other people to make you happy, you start expecting other people for joy and happiness and love, then believe me, you will get hurt and your goals will never will get fulfilled, because you are responsible, you are in control. But when you give out that control to others, you're self-sabotaging, you're giving the control out, and you're basically acting on somebody else's actions. So take your power back and start controlling your own happiness, and realize that no person, no situation, the traffic isn't responsible for your anger or your irritability, right? Somebody else, your friend isn't responsible for your anger or irritability. You are, because you have the power to choose how you feel right now. You do. And it brings me to my next point, that your words matter, right? Your words matter so much. And because I made a video earlier on, right, quite back. It was what you verbalize will materialize. I don't remember the exact title of the video, but it was basically what you say, it will eventually manifest. So if you say, oh, I'm tired, I'm sad, everything, nothing works out for me, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm ugly, it is manifesting into being. So what you're feeling right now, what you're going through right now, maybe it's just a manifestation of how you were feeling earlier on, right? And your words really matter. You say stuff to yourself in jokes all the time, right? You joke about the fact that, oh, never mind, I'm so stupid, no, never mind, I'm dumb. When you're making those jokes, they're actually manifesting. Because I saw this, I listened to this thing on a podcast, right? It was a rice experiment, and it said that there were two bowls of rice, two plates of rice. On one plate of the rice, people spoke loving words like, I love you, you're amazing, you're great, right? You're beautiful. And then on the other plate, they say, I hate you, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're ugly. After a few days, the rice that was spoken with the negative affirmations, right? People who affirmed negatively to the rice plate, it went rotten. It went bad. And the one which had all the loving affirmations in, it was still fresh. And it really may seem so like, oh my god, how did that happen? It may seem so stupid, like, really, like when you say bad words to rice, it starts to get rotten. But what it is that your words are energy, right? And even rice is an energy. The food that you eat is an energy. Everything around you has an energy. Every person, everything, every situation has an energy. So when you have a negative energy, your words basically, when you were saying out negative affirmations to the rice, it had a negative energy, and you were saying it out to the rice, was perfectly fine. That energy was transferred from your words to the rice, and eventually it became negative as well. It got rotten. It happens. It truly does happen. It may seem stupid, right? But it makes complete sense, because things are energy. When you're transferring negative energy to something, it will become like that. So your words matter. When you jokingly says, I'm stupid, I want to die, this problem is so huge, I can stand it, right? I just want to die. Believe me, you're manifesting that feeling for yourself. You're manifesting hell for yourself. It really is, because just figure out how many times have you said this throughout the day, throughout this month, that I just want to die, I just want to go out and crawl under a rock or die, whatever. And you're manifesting that because you're getting situations in your life, people in your life that are not at all working in your favor. Situations which are completely against you. The odds, they're all against you. You're manifesting it, right? Your words do matter. So stop joking about these kind of things. The stupid jokes. Your life is becoming a joke. Do you really want that? If you really do, And I know some people might say, yes, they do. Believe me, you do not. Because you will get so much of trauma and pain in your life, which you do not deserve, but you did get it because of your own actions, your own thoughts. You got it because of your own self. You can't blame somebody else because you sabotaged your own self. So, right now, start thinking of what you're saying, right? Be very careful of what you say and what you feel about. And stop saying stupid things like that. That I want to die and I'm dumb, I'm ugly. No, you're not. You're beautiful, you're smart, and you need to live life and be grateful for it. Last thing that I want to say is practice self love. Accept every single part of yourself and give itself the love, right? Good parts, the bad parts. It all deserves love. And I am making a detailed podcast. Maybe it's up already, or maybe it needs to go up soon. Whatever it is, you can stay in check by following my podcast. It's called the It Girl Bible. I'll link it below. Follow it and you'll have this new video, which is a little better than the YouTube video that I filmed on self-love. So you can get even more better information, because I can't cover self-love in this video alone, because it's a huge part, right? It's a huge thing. So watch that podcast and you'll get to know everything that you need to. But just love yourself. Love every single part of you. Love every single day of your life. And your thoughts, your feelings, every single part of you. Start by loving it and start embracing acceptance, solitude, and authenticity, your authentic self. And lastly, I want to say that happiness is truly about the perspective. You can choose to stay happy right now in your life. Be grateful for it. Gratitude should be a part of your life every single day, no matter what you're feeling. If you're feeling happiness, if it's a happy day or a sad day, whatever it is, gratitude should be a part of your everyday life, right? And the key to happiness really is your perspective. You can choose how you want to be in a certain situation and you can change it around. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you learned something other from it, and I'll see you next week. You're worthy, you're blessed, and remember to just relax. And I'll see you next week.